more nerve-wracking than I anticipated.
Coming off this first execution feels so good to be a returning player and not go out first. I think, that would have like tarnished our reputation, if anything, but so sad to see Kyle go out of the game. He was the one person I was really trying to get information from, had some sort of coalition going. I knew him from Big Brother Columbus, and now he's gone. So let's see what happens next.
Kyle was like my buddy, and we were gonna work together. We like just decided like just before that test that we were gonna work together, and we were like sharing notes and talking about who we thought. We were both leaning pretty far in the same direction of who we thought the mole was. So then like him being eliminated first, I'm like, oh great, like I'm probably completely off track.
When Kyle got eliminated, I mean, I don't know, I didn't suspect he was the mole too much. So I wasn't shocked, but that's kind of stinks because I feel like he wasn't on my radar anyway.
I like Kyle, but one of us has to go, so.
I was worried it'd be me. I was out there flipping through to be like, what are the majority answers for everything? And I just don't think he did the same strategy.
I completely ruled out Kyle and that he's the first one to go. So it's like, that was good, instinct, but oh my God.
I thought he was going to go really far in this game. He seemed to just have a really good head for the game, and he was taking probably more furious notes than anyone I've seen. So for him to go out first was crazy.
I think my storyline at this point is very clearly to the other players that I've played before. I've just put that out there. I just want people to kind of fear me in that regard, but I'm just going to kind of be strategic, and hopefully that they'll pinpoint the mole as some sort of strategic force, and hopefully they'll go my direction.
All right, congratulations on surviving the first execution. Before you begin the next test, I'd like to ask that you please proceed one at a time to the upstairs location. There you'll find 8 envelopes with instructions for the first phase of the upcoming test. Pick one, and after you've read through it, return here. And once you all received your instructions, we'll get started. Once you come back, you cannot discuss what you read in your envelope upstairs until we give the next set of instructions. So we'll just start around the room. Start with Amy.
I don't know, Amy going first, kind of sketch.
Why'd you sit there?
I feel like when there's like secret envelopes, there's like some exemption stuff happening.
Maybe.
That's my thought.
I'm not gonna have those stuff.
That would make sense.
The upcoming test requires the group to select its most virtuous member.
Virtuous, Jesus Christ.
Right? Your top 3 choices below, with your top choice at number 1.
You must give 3 names.
But you may include yourself in this list. That's all I got.
Okay.
The upcoming test requires the group to select its most virtuous member. Write your top 3 choices below. With your top choice at number 1, you must give 3 names, but you may include yourself in this list. Okay? Because you have selected this envelope, you are receiving a special offer to be a decoy mole for this round. If 3 more players select you as the answer to this question, who is the mole on the upcoming quiz, you will be exempt from 1 execution. Otherwise, you will be assessed a penalty point. Ouch. You will not know whether you are exempt or not, unless, of course, you fail and are executed. You can choose to accept this offer or refuse it, but you must decide within the next 20 seconds. In this round, some players will earn an advantage that allows them to keep 2 answers for who's the mole question. Bear in mind that if you answer yourself for who's the mole, that would count towards the 3 responses you need in order to receive an exemption. So 3 people have to write my name down for who's the mole.
All right, time for the first test of round 2. As you know by now, the first component of this test was for you to decide which of you is the most virtuous. You've each ranked your top 3 choices, and the player you've selected is Matt.
That tracks.
Since
guys.
Since the group has chosen you to be the most virtuous, please come with me. The rest of you can find instructions for the next phase of the test in this envelope.
The results come out for the virtuous activity. Not surprised to see that Matt was the top chosen, and good for him. I just hope that he will not win an exemption here.
Alright, who would like to? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lydia.
Okay, decide amongst yourselves which of you most embodies each of the 7 deadly sins. Envy, gluttony, greed, lust, pride, sloth, wrath. Each of you will be given a mini task loosely connected to your assigned sin. If you are successful, you will add $6 to the pot for a possible total of up to $42 for this portion of the test.
Okay.
If the virtuous player can guess which player was assigned each sin, an additional $2 will be added to the pot per correct guess. So this test is worth up to 56 in total. Additionally, if virtuous player thinks that any of the other players did not successfully complete their task, the virtuous player can decide to attempt to complete it. In that case, if the virtuous player is successful but the other player wasn't, the team recoups the $6 that the task was initially worth. If the virtuous player attempts a task that was successfully completed, however, the team loses $6.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, does anyone have like obvious ones?
I have your envelope.
I feel like mine was obvious. Oh, we're assigned at random?
Well, no, you did.
Okay.
The envelope that we
Wait,
filled
don't.
out.
Yeah, you can't look into that until you're assigned.
Okay.
I would like sloth.
Does anyone
If
have
anybody
that?
else doesn't want sloth.
I mean, if you would like it, feel free. I wasn't sure if we wanted to go with like obvious choices so virtuous can get it. But like, I'll do something else. I don't remember.
So
all of
obvious
I would
gets
also
it's
do
an
envy.
additional $2.
I don't know all of the sins, so.
Envy,
Lust, sloth,
envy,
greed.
gluttony, greed.
Oh, I'll do gluttony. We'll do that one.
Yeah, Trisha's
Lust. Okay.
lust.
Okay. Nathan,
What do you think?
Mira, what do you do?
I'm gluttony.
Greed.
I'm feeling martial art, maybe wrath. Ooh,
Lydia
right.
sloth.
The wrath.
I'll take it.
I feel like wrath we could do for Nathan.
I can take it.
Nathan.
What's left?
I
Pride,
have a lot of
envy.
wrath.
Okay.
So I feel like Greg with pride.
Pride, yeah.
Okay.
What are you trying to say?
So you do a lot of these shows. I feel like you
Yeah.
have to have a lot of pride to do this.
That's fair.
Okay. So
Tyler, what do you
envy and greed. Tyler,
Green with money.
Yeah.
I was gonna say green, greed. That's all I got.
Let's literally
Do
green
you
with
think
money.
you're greedy or envious?
Greed or envy? Amy, Tyler, what you thinking?
Or green with envy. I can take greed if he does green with money.
Okay.
Okay, you've all decided and locked in.
Yes.
Yes.
Hang on. I
Then
need to write the
yes.
answers.
You may open and read your envelope.
Okay. Yes, I also want to take notes about who's where. That's a good idea. Thank you for reminding me we should do that.
Sloth will go first.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Are we allowed to watch or no?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. This has nothing
Oh.
to do with what I
It's
thought.
okay if you don't want to
It is terrible.
Sloth. It is said that laziness prevents crime but smothers virtue, and the Buddha is quoted as saying that the lazy and idle will never find the way to knowledge. But since you like to take things slow, if you can recognize at least 2 out of 3 slowed down recordings of popular songs, you will add $6 to the pot.
Alright, are you ready?
Am I supposed to just say it out loud? Is that right?
No.
That's not right? I don't know what it is.
I knew that.
I told you this is gonna be bad, guys.
Oh. Oh, come on.
I know what song it is. I just want to make sure that I know what the title actually is.
It's okay to take it slow. It's just a sloth.
I don't know.
Oh, the strawberries are also really
Everybody wasn't watching me. I can say it without everybody hearing.
Yeah. Is that the official title?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
okay. Go
Okay.
ahead. I hope Matt Reed does this. No, I don't know what the answer is.
Okay. That's okay.
Lydia getting 0 out of 3 on the songs. Come on. All of them were super obvious. I just don't believe it.
I could probably sing the entire song from memory, but I just can't tell you a song title. Like, I'm just not good at that. That's probably one of the worst challenges I possibly could have got.
You guys picked a good one. Show the world once and for all that hell hath no fury like you. If you can break this board using only your body, you will add $6 to the pot.
Oh my god, yes.
So, I mean,
If you can't do this, you're the mole.
No, literally.
If you can't break this board, I don't believe anything
Wait,
you guys
really?
say.
That's it?
I feel so confident.
Wait, I don't know. You guys do it.
Yeah, you hold
I was
it.
like more sure.
I hold it?
Yeah, just
That's so funny.
I think my pride is on the line here, I think, honestly.
But,
Your wrath is on the line.
Don't,
Oh my gosh.
don't miss the board.
And don't hit the dog.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Come here, baby. Sam. Here, Sam. Could not care less. Don't care.
Alright, am I good to go? Yeah?
I think if Nathan would have not broken the board, I would have been very suspicious because he's a black belt.
With the sins, I end up getting Wrath, which is probably the best option for me as if I was a player, right? But I'm trying to sabotage. Like, I'm trying to mess things up. And, okay, in my dossier it says I'm a black belt. Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't sabotage that. Like, what is good? Oh, man.
Do you have a tendency to bite off more than you can chew? If you can eat 6 saltine crackers in under 60 seconds, you'll add $6 to the pot.
Okay.
Oh man, that's hard.
There's no rule against water, right?
You can't drink water during it. No.
Okay, well,
It's only 6. You got it.
I'm gonna wet my mouth first.
See what you have to do.
Okay. What am I? Good.
I'm so upset. I was trying to give myself something that I knew I could do.
It's so dry.
You got it, Mira. You got it, baby. Mira, 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 Mira.
I don't want to say something. I want to make her laugh. Oh my god, I made her laugh.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
How much?
About 5 seconds.
Yeah. They're not gonna go down. Well, hopefully Matt can eat more than 4 crackers.
Wait, did you get it?
I got 4.
Nice.
You surely know the value of the almighty dollar, or in this case, $6. Bend your arm and place a coin on your elbow. If you can catch the coin in the same hand after straightening your arm, you will add $6 to the pot. You have 5 attempts.
You got it.
Oh, where'd it go?
That was a pretty good first attempt.
Thanks, guys.
How many
attempts do you get? 5.
Oh, okay.
Matt's gonna be doing a lot of challenges, y'all. You got it. Oh, wait, you have to straighten it, right? Oh, okay, just kidding, y'all. That would have counted anyway. How? Okay, is that 3? This is very stressful.
Ah!
It's the
bracelet, y'all.
Dude, that's so hard.
Oh my god,
Where's
you were
our
so
book?
close.
Dang
I
it.
didn't count.
Where'd it go?
It was in her hand.
The Marquis de Sade wrote that the only crime in the world is to refuse oneself pleasure, even if it causes pain to others. In the interest of keeping things PG, you'll be tested on your skills at a simple game of pin the tail on the donkey. If you can place the tail within 2 inches of the ass's ass, you'll add $6 to the pot. Of course, you'll first be blindfolded and spun around 3 times. Of course. Of course. Naturally. Okay. Okay. Who am I just spinning?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, okay. Where's its tape? Dude!
On the money!
That's
Please don't
impressive.
reach out that Matt if you can hear
That was
anything
amazing.
else.
How'd you do that?
Oh, I feel like I redeemed myself.
Get my shoes on the way. Okay, pride. It says, is it true that pride comes before a fall? Set up the wood blocks like dominoes before toppling them, such that all the blocks topple from start of the chain to the finish. If you can do this within 3 minutes, you will add $6 to the pot. It's like a survivor challenge. This is perfect. If you're the mole, jump once.
Sam is stomping.
Sam. 3 minutes is not as long as I thought it would be. I mean, if I knock it down once, it's over, so no. It's too smart. Stop being smart.
I heard the wood click together and I thought he knocked over. I was like, fuck.
No. Oh my god. Is that enough? Do I...
That right there is good, yeah.
Oh my god. $6!
If you are as green with envy as your fellow players say you are, this task should be no trouble. While blindfolded, you will taste 3 apple slices. 2 of them are from red apples, and 1 of them from a green apple. If you can identify the green apple by taste, you will add $6 to the pot.
And this was not gluttony.
Yeah, what?
I feel like if we would have known the challenges before we picked, I think we would
Alright, there's no time or anything?
1 hour later.
5 hours later.
I love the live analysis.
There's method to this.
This is tough.
Well, there are a lot of different kinds of red apples. Like a Fiji is a little bit more sour, a little more tart.
This is not how I intended on spending my Saturday.
this one.
Buddy. No. You didn't even.
You didn't even go back to the green.
Yeah, I was saying as soon as you didn't go back to it, I was like, we're not getting it.
$18.
It's okay.
Well then, Matt,
I thought these two tasted similar.
Matt, while you were sequestered, your teammates decided which of them most embodied each of the 7 deadly sins. They then each performed a task related to the sin they were assigned. Each task that was successfully completed added $6 to the pot. However, you have the power to increase or decrease those earnings. If you can guess which player was assigned to which sin, we'll add $2 to the pot for each correct guess. Furthermore, if you think that a player did not successfully complete their task, you have the chance to try to complete it yourself.
Oh my gosh.
If you can succeed where your teammate failed, you'll recoup the $6 that the task was initially worth. However, if you attempt a task that your teammate successfully completed, the $6 that they earned will be removed from the pot.
Regardless of whether I do it or not. Okay. Or whether I complete it or not.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so we have our 7 sins: gluttony, wrath, envy, sloth, pride, greed, lust. So let's see. For lust, I'm gonna go with Trish. I think she does a lot of writing, and I think she said she does romance writing. That's pretty lusty. Gluttony. That sounds like it's probably an eating challenge. Tyler's probably like the biggest guy, so let's give Tyler gluttony. I probably wouldn't give wrath to someone who's been really quiet, so Mira's been pretty vocal, so I'll give her wrath. Sloth, let's see. Maybe someone who's been kind of quiet in the group so far. Amy for sloth. Let's give Greg greed. Greg greed kind of sounds similar. And then Lydia, the envy. Yeah, Nathan has played this game a couple times. I think it's like, I can tell this is really near and dear to his heart. He takes a lot of pride in the game, so that fits for him.
We had fun, but we can't tell you what we
At
had
least
fun
7
with.
things.
I have not stopped eating.
Oh, you can't say anything?
No.
Hey, you look stressed. Are you stressed?
Have you already made?
I can't stop eating. I'm
Have you
so
done the
stressed.
things?
Have you done the thing?
We know what you're supposed to do.
Oh, okay.
So.
It's okay. The camera's are on. You're good.
Right.
Okay.
Action.
So we're going to go around the room and everybody is going to state which of the 7 deadly sins they attempted. Let's start with Nathan.
I did wrath.
I did sloth.
Lust. Please tell me you got that one right.
Got that. That was the first one that I
Love it. I knew it would be an easy one.
Pride.
Envy.
Gluttony.
Greed.
So I think I got one of those.
You got 1 correct.
Yeah.
Hey,
So is
that's
that
Sorry,
not
guys.
So that's $2. We're at $20 right?
Yeah.
Not one was mine. And
Well,
I need it now.
You sure you only got one?
That one was like a home run,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
I feel like
That's really why I wanted it.
Yeah. I was really trying to figure out when I was assigning these sins to these players who was actually going to get those sins, and I just completely botched that. I guess I've not had enough time to really get to know everyone, to know their sin of choice.
So we said that Tyler would be green with envy, and that when Matt came back downstairs, he would be able to see the green and maybe link the 2, but he took off his sweatshirt before Matt got downstairs. So he could have just been hot, but I also think maybe he was trying to sabotage that.
So we will now read the challenges, and you can decide if you want to attempt. For pride,
And can we remind who?
I'm Pride. Okay.
is it true that pride comes before a fall? Set up the wood blocks like dominoes before toppling them, such that all the blocks topple from the start of the chain to the finish. If you can do this within 3 minutes, you will add $6 to the pot.
So you're a med student. I know you said not surgery, but I feel like there's some kind of like manual dexterity that you need as a med student. So I'm gonna say you did it. So I'm not gonna do that one.
for envy. If you are as green with envy as your fellow players say you are, this task should be no trouble. While blindfolded, you will taste 3 apple slices. 2 of them from red apples and 1 is from a green apple. If you can identify the green apple by taste, you will add $6 to the pot.
No. I'll try that one.
No.
Oh, you get to try multiple?
Yeah, I think I can try any one that I think that was not
love
successfully
this.
completed.
Happy about this.
After hearing the tasks assigned to each of the players, Matt decides to attempt the tasks for sloth, gluttony, envy, and lust. However, he doesn't notice that Trisha's pin the tail on the donkey is on the counter right in front of him, with the tail already placed right on target.
And the answer to one of them was right in front of you.
I know, I was dying inside.
Oh my god. Well,
Guys, we broke production.
I was trying so hard to look down.
Damn.
I mean, to be very
Single
down.
I'm just gonna
very
let
well
production
placed.
say the amount of money that's
I
in the pot.
didn't exactly prove myself on the accuracy.
At this
I'm
point,
trying
the
to
math
think
is
more of
out
like
the
the
door.
actual challenge than like the person doing it. Oh, this is so much pressure. Everyone's watching. Yikes.
Yeah.
Do you want us to look away?
No, you can look. Just send me like good eye vibes,
Okay.
whatever that means.
When you're ready, I can push.
Is this timed?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just so your ears are ready. I
Okay.
don't want to start when you're
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Was that?
Right now, I'm gonna pause it.
And I have to get.
2 out of 3.
Okay. Is it Billie Jean?
Yeah!
I wouldn't have got it except for that first. You hear a little bit of the first word. But I had the melody and I knew that I knew the song, but I needed that first. Okay. Oops, I did it again.
Nice.
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody. It's my high school choir kid. Oh, this is the song.
6 saltines. I'm not left.
And this is timed. Now, how much time do I have? 60 seconds? Okay.
Take a bite of anything you were like,
Oh, whenever.
That's
Okay.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
1 cracker, 10 seconds.
I'm gonna spit left.
Yep. You can do it. I believe in you.
Water looks so good right now. I can't swallow it. I haven't swallowed anything, dude.
Oh no.
A little less than 10 seconds. It's almost done. That's time. It's time.
It's alright, it's okay.
That's
It's
okay.
a hard one.
I will have eaten it. I myself. As a job today,
I will be in all of the turkey wraps.
I'm just I had to. Because I'm just nervous eating.
Oh man, the saltines really messed up my taste buds. This
You
is a
still
bad
got
order to do
33%
this in.
chance.
Okay, I gotta compare. I can't find them. That's number 1. It's tasting very similar. Going well. Oh no, I don't know if I like, go back and forth. That's gonna mess me up.
There's
No, I need to compare.
Yeah. There's a third apple slice.
Right.
Okay.
Otherwise, do you know how green
I'm
apples
trying to
taste?
see if I can rule one out.
What a challenge that would be. This is 3.
The apples sound crisp.
They're Granny Smiths.
I can't see what color. Come here, I'll see the bottom of the apple.
Yeah,
It's so big.
I think this one was green. Whoa.
It was 3.
It's okay. It's okay.
I like could not taste like it was just like salt bomb still in my tongue even after drinking water.
Wow.
Dang.
You won back the stuff that was zeroed out though, so we came out at 18 with
20.
the song challenge. 20? Oh yes, because you got me right. You guessed me right.
I mean, the 7 Deadly Sins challenge, a lot of them were just hard.
The apple challenge, I definitely had identified the green apple. That was a pretty easy challenge. Because everyone thinks that I'm this virtuous person and you know I don't really think people see me as the mole, I wanted to maybe just put a little taste to get some suspicion on me.
You know what he said?
No, I don't know what answers he gave.
Yeah.
I just know what we talked about like before we saw the questions. So we didn't talk about what answers we
Right,
gave.
right,
We were just like, you know, sussing people out essentially.
Yeah, I think Tyler sees this personally.
Yeah.
Look at this guy, he's the mole.
I've heard that.
Ooh, who we hear that from?
Production.
A couple people in there have also so.
Wow.
Did they? But I mean, it was even if you weren't a mole, it would still suit you for them to think that, right? So
Be
he
beneficial.
continues to act suspicious.
Tyler, you ain't the mole.
Now I have like a little side thing with Nathan and Tyler, but like I don't trust Tyler at all. He could be just trying to play like he's suspicious so that people would think he's a mole if he's not, but he has been suspicious since the beginning.
I think Tyler's a little bit out of his shell. Maybe he hasn't played a game like this before. That's just an initial read.
I've heard a lot of suspicions on me, and I've kind of tried to play into that nervous energy a little bit. I think that Trish and Mira especially have their suspicions about me, which I think is good because they're the two most talkative people. So I think that they're going to spread kind of that, spread that noise.
Your second quiz is coming up, but first we have one more test where you could add up to $40 for the pot. But there's more than just money at stake here. Some of you will have the opportunity to earn something called an auxiliary advantage, which will allow you to select 2 answers for the first 3 questions on the quiz, as well as the 10th question, who is the mole? That means that having this advantage could double your chances of answering those questions correctly.
Here's how this test will work. It's essentially a modified version of rock, paper, scissors. You'll each be dealt 1 card from a deck of 9 cards, of which 3 are rock cards, 3 are paper cards, and 3 are scissors cards. Bear in mind that there will be 1 leftover card that is not dealt to anyone. After you've all been dealt your cards, there will then be a 2-minute discussion phase where you'll have the chance to discuss who may have which card. Once the 2 minutes are up, you can choose to challenge any of the other players to a duel of rock, paper, scissors. In order to challenge someone, you'll need to buzz in as quickly as possible. Both the challenger and the player who they've chosen to challenge will then show their cards. If the player who initiated the challenge wins the duel, they earn the auxiliary advantage. If the player who was challenged wins the duel, however, the challenged player has a choice. They can take the auxiliary advantage or they can add $10 to the pot. If there is a draw, the challenger wins the auxiliary advantage, but $5 is removed from the pot. The challenge ends when all of you have played 4 cards. Once the players are dealt their cards, Trish decides to tell the others which card she has. Most of the rest of the group follows suit, but who is telling the truth?
Okay, are we allowed to just tell people? I have paper.
Okay.
I have scissors.
I have rock.
I have paper.
What was the symbol for paper?
Square.
Square.
Paper. I have rock.
Y'all are so cagey. I already said mine. No one.
Oh, yeah, I'm rock too.
That's a lot of rocks.
But you just said your paper.
No, he was asking.
He was
Oh, he was
Oh.
asking what paper
Oh, I
was.
was like, I just said it was paper.
Just wanted to
scissors.
confirm.
Anybody adding these up in their head to
Yeah, of course. I mean, but like then it's a matter of who's telling the truth, who wants the advantage, blah blah blah. You know, like I,
3 rocks.
3
2
rocks?
papers, 2 scissors,
Who
and
else
someone
was
hasn't told us.
mathematically that kind of
I'm
makes
just not
sense.
gonna say anything.
Okay.
There's 2 of each.
There's 3 of
Oh,
each,
3
and
of
1
each.
card didn't get played. So it should be 3, 3,
So there
2.
could be 3, which makes sense from the rock standpoint. We've had 2 of each of the others, which means Nathan must have the other one. Just fine. You don't have to
of
tell
a paper
us.
or a scissors.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you have?
Scissors.
Okay.
I play a lot of strategy games. I love this type of stuff, and I want to go for that advantage because up to 4 people can get this. And if I am not one of the people that can get it, I am very likely to go home. I don't want people to have any sort of read on me, and I just want to be the unknown because no one is going to challenge the unknown. I want to sit through the competition as the unknown and then challenge the right person at the right time so that I have a 66% chance of getting the advantage.
How does this work?
When is the ready?
Okay. I will play Trish.
Paper.
Scissors.
Didn't I?
I'll take the advantage.
Here you go.
I'll play Lydia. Paper.
Scissors.
Woo!
Ooh. So she gets to decide money.
But she didn't lie about
You can
that.
either
I lied about mine.
auxiliary
take
of the money.
the advantage or add $10 to the pot.
I'll take the advantage.
Always.
You know. I didn't even know this was for money.
I'll play Amy.
I feel really bad for lying.
Ooh.
I'll take the advantage.
Amy, don't feel bad.
I don't like lying. And maybe want to puke.
Okay.
Rock.
Rock.
Tie.
So I win.
But
We lost $5.
You
Yeah.
gained
5 total.
4 advantages.
Yeah, just 5 total. 4 advantage.
Sorry, I told the truth.
I did not. I'm sorry.
I did not, and I did not expect that like every person that had rock was either gonna lie or not talk about it.
Rock, paper, scissors was interesting. I knew I was gonna lie because I wanted to do math about who was lying about being a rock. I wasn't expect everyone who had a rock to lie except for one person. And when it got down to me and Tyler, I knew that he did have a rock and I knew I had a rock. So in order for me to win, I knew I had to press the button first. Then I got my little auxiliary advantage. On the next quiz, I get to answer 2 answers on questions 1 through 3 and number 10, which is who is the mole. So it like doubles my chances of getting questions right. Hopefully it comes in handy.
I feel really good having the advantage knowing that like I'll be able to circle many so that I can basically target the general answers and the specifics.
I am nervous since so many people have an advantage this round. Cards are kind of stacked against me.
I tried lying in the last round that we did. It didn't really work. It just backfired. I can't lie. I'm a terrible liar. I think I might just stick to telling the truth and hopefully, I don't know. I'm get eliminated next round. I don't know.
So when it came to the rock, paper, scissors challenge, I knew there was no way Trish was gonna lie. So as soon as she was the first person to say that she had paper, I was gonna lie, so if someone challenged me, I was gonna win or draw, or if I challenged her, I was gonna win, which is ironic because Trish is the person who like I really want to connect with in this game and kind of share information with. But also, me doing that looks shady as hell from one standpoint to grab an advantage and not put money in the pot in front of everyone when all the attention was on me. Everyone else who did it afterwards drew nowhere near as much attention. And then when it comes to Trish, it turns out to be like the most unlikely of pairs in that way because I totally betrayed the fuck out of her. Do I want to look sketch as fuck? Of course I do, at times. I definitely think me lying in that is going to be a little bit of a ripple effect in terms of like, is this guy playing harder than it probably comes off? Of course I am.
Had Greg not challenged me, I was going to challenge Lydia, deliberately letting her beat me because she said she had scissors. I knew I had paper, so that she could have the choice to either take the auxiliary or put money in the pot.
Now I have this. I got my advantage, so hopefully feel like if you have one of these and you go out this round, like that's terrible, like you definitely deserved it. So I think I can like squeak by.
4 of us won those advantages. Unfortunately, when I won mine, $5 did get taken out of the pot because it was a draw, but it was either that or someone else wins, and that wasn't gonna happen.
With the second quiz looming, Lydia, Matt, and Tyler discuss how Kyle's elimination could impact their own quiz-taking strategies.
But he did say that he felt like he took pretty long, so it could have come down to time if somebody. Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people on you right now.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, when you like walked out of the room and we were still in the kitchen, they were like throwing you in the bus for that song competition. Like,
I really.
They were like,
no,
I did not know what Brittany saw. It was like.
That's like the worst challenge to give me. I knew as soon as they
Yeah.
said what it was, I was like, oh my god, and everybody's like watching me. I was like,
No, I got lucky because it was songs that I like really knew.
Yeah, I was hoping so. I was like, please redo mine.
Yeah.
I was like so hoping you would redo it.
I just heard that like a ton of people think I'm suspicious. That's hilarious. Like I would love people to think I'm the mole because that's only gonna help me. But I'm not even trying to do anything. I'm just like being normal.
Obviously, I wasn't there. I was sequestered up here, so I've just heard kind of stories about what's happened. But apparently, Lydia really didn't do well on the song challenge. So a lot of people are really throwing sus on Lydia.
I know Lydia's on the list right now. There's some people. I think she might be being a little bit too blatantly obvious about it. But I could see it. I can see it. I also suspected her last round.
Okay.
And I'm here.
Mr. Marshall Mix has been on my list.
Hey. Yeah.
Done it before. I'm gonna play the game.
Yeah, but would that be too obvious of a pick?
I mean, Matt's the most unassuming, but I don't think it's Matt. I think
With that first tier of people, I just think there are a lot of people that are very comfortable, it seems.
Am I in that tier?
No.
Oh, sick.
You would not be. I don't know, I just feel like maybe Greg and Trish seems very, very comfortable. But I think that's part of her personality too. So if she is the mole, then it's just kind of lined up nicely for her.
Yeah.
I think she can lie. And that makes me so much less suspicious because she was on my list last round.
Amy said, I hate lying. It makes me nauseous. Blah, blah, blah. I believe her. I can't see a world where Amy is the mole.
I guess rock, paper, scissors gonna have some strategy though.
I thought lying would help. Because I thought like if I said I had this and someone would like try to have
I asked a question and I realized that was suspicious, but I honestly just forgot what it was. Because I had my paper and I was writing down what symbol was what. And then I didn't catch paper. So it was a genuine question, but I do know that raised some eyebrows.
I thought if I lied and said I had rock, people would come after me with paper. And I had scissors so I could cut them. And that didn't work. That did not work out my favor at all.
Did you challenge somebody?
I got challenged.
I still stand by it. If it's Matt, I'm floored.
Yeah, if it's Matt, we're giving
Give it an Oscar. Mm-hmm. I'm getting one made.
That
And
was
then-
actually something on my mind.
Really?
Because last time,
Mhm.
it's always the person that you do that.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the last challenge? Not the rock, paper, scissors, one before that.
I think it was either
Yeah, since.
it was either too hard to actually sabotage it, or it was easy enough where you could not sabotage it.
Okay, here's the thing. The crackers you could not sabotage, and you couldn't not do it. You couldn't actually do it. I couldn't do it.
Mhm.
And Matt couldn't do it either. So I felt vindicated in the fact that not a normal human being can eat 6 salty crackers 60 seconds with no water. But we all knew all of those songs. Even if you Short and joy. We all knew at least 2 out of 3. Everyone knows Bohemian Rhapsody. Who doesn't know that one? And even if you got the wrong Britney Spears title, there's the Michael Jackson.
I had to get 3 out of 3 wrong. Do you think though that it's like so obvious?
That's why I'm like, is it too obvious?
She just like throwing. Fuck. See, this is why not good at this
I
shit.
know because she did hit the tree.
She hit the tree.
But then it's the first round.
Did she pick to put herself in accuracy?
No, because so here's why I told you. I have this suspicion within like minutes of us all sitting down together, and it's because she looked at Kyle and she said, "Kyle, the mole will never put you in memory." Everyone started talking, and she said, "Kyle, go to memory."
That's a good point.
And that was the moment where I was like.
When we first came in, within the first 5 minutes, like as we were all talking and trying to come up with the groups, I started to form an idea of who I thought the mole was. If it's not them, I will fuck myself over in this upcoming vote. But I feel very confident.
I'm sure that he thinks that we're suspecting.
Yeah.
Yes. Also,
I think we'd be silly not to.
yeah. Well, also, I'm pretty sure at this point people are like, hey,
Oh yeah.
they're group.
Don't look over here.
Keep your eyes to yourself. I don't wish to be perceived.
He was just kind of like probing for information. He wasn't really providing a lot, which I thought was interesting. But
I just noticed he does.
I'm wondering if that's just his strategy.
Which is not a bad strategy.
No, it's not.
No. I get it. I think Mira probably is a little neutral with me. I think Trish is probably a little sketched out with what I just did, so I'll go talk to her as soon as I'm done. But I think to explain it from the standpoint of like, I don't want anyone to see us as this group, and I will share information with you, which I will. So I think with that, I think I'll be able to revive this. And if she doesn't believe me and she thinks I'm the mole, she's wrong and she'll be eliminated. So her best interest is to trust me.
I won't say there's a coalition. There kind of is. Greg, Trish, and I are kind of sticking together, and we brought Amy into the fold. And we approached Matt after he redid the slow song challenge and asked him how hard it was. He said it wasn't hard at all. And Lydia got all 3 wrong of what was kind of the easiest challenge out of the 7 we just did. So we all kind of have our suspicions on that. If she gets out this round, who knows what's gonna happen?
I don't think it's Mira. I would be really shocked if it was Matt. If it's Matt, he has played a hell of a game. But I don't. Those are my only 2. I could see it being anyone else just based off of their gameplay. Varying levels of shocked if it was different people. I would not be shocked if it was Greg. I wouldn't be upset, but I would not be shocked. She put herself in accuracy where she was the only one. Immediately put herself in accuracy where she was the only one that hit it. Where is she?
Hello.
But we need to stop talking about Tyler because he's right here. Just kidding.
She was in the wrong group. So her being good looks really good.
It's a fluke. It's so fluke. It's such a fluke.
But the problem is that the problem is that I'm glad.
It's a fluke. It's such a fluke. Where'd Matt go?
He's in his little
studying.
corner
Matt is-
studying.
Matt's in his-
I'm the person with no advantage who is worried about
Same.
Matt, we are in
Respect,
the
Matt.
same boat.
Mad respect.
I'm very sorry. I knew for a fact you had rock and I needed to beat you because I also had rock.
I didn't fully
I
understand.
knew Trish wasn't gonna lie about it. I knew Trish was the first one to say something. I knew she wasn't gonna lie about it. So I was like,
As
alright.
soon as
It
he
makes me feel
played,
so good that
as
that's
soon
the
as he played
consensus.
scissors, you played scissors and I was like, oh shit, I thought Tyler was lying. And then Amy played scissors and I was like, oh shit, okay, I have rock. And then Nathan played rock, I was like, oh, he actually has rock. I have to hit the buzzer.
It's anxiety ridden. There's just a lot going on, and I don't know, I'm stress eating pretty much.
I did have the option for the Decoy mole, I think it was. And I think it was that I had to get 3 people to write down my name for them to think that I was the mole. At the time, I was thinking just the odds aren't in my favor that many people would think that I am. But now learning that there's advantages that people can write multiple names down, I maybe could have gotten that advantage, but I don't feel bad about my decision at all.
The game at this point is very interesting because you have a lot of talkative people and then you kind of have the people that are standoffish. You kind of have 2 separate sides of the coin, and it's really difficult to pinpoint what the mole strategy would be. You can go either way. You can be more talkative to, make yourself seem like a player, or be the classic mole in the background.
The one person that I'm still really just getting kind of mole vibes from is Greg. He just knows these games so well. He's really kind of ingrained in this LRG world, and I think he has a head to be the mole.
I leaned into Tyler, Trish, and Mira on the first round. And I still want to go that way, but I think I'm gonna keep it spread though. And I have, since they have the advantage, I can spread it more even between those.
Every time I think I have it figured out, it doesn't make any sense.
Welcome to your second execution. The pot currently stands at $42. In a moment, I'll display your names one at a time. If a green screen appears after your name is displayed, you remain in the game. If, however, a red screen appears after your name is displayed, you are the mole's second victim. First up, we have Lydia.
Oh, that's good news.
So quick. That's great news.
There's so many people you're going through.
I knew it. I knew it. I told you.
Oh my god.
Was trying to play with honesty, and I feel like it might have bit me in the ass a little bit, but here we are. I don't think I would have changed how I played on an interpersonal level.
That is not what I expected.
No.
Holy fuck.
I think I let the idea of the fact that I didn't get an advantage get into my head. And so I tried to split my vote, and I think that's what got me. I think if I would have voted really hard for who I thought it was and who my friends up there knows that I think it was, it would have at least told them I was wrong and that either Greg or Mira could have won.
Yeah, you were in the last couple.
I think I just show your name. Oh no, they showed you the first time.
The first time,
You
yeah.
cannot be shown at all.
Oh my god. Yo, I was like, if I'm 5th on there, then it's me. Like, the 5th or 6th is always it, you know?
Got to the first one going.
Yeah.
Next round.
Guys, we're in the room with production. You guys.
Don't give them ideas.
What's your most memorable moment from the experience?
Watching Amy try to catch the corner. That was ridiculous, and like that was impossible.